As the owner of a digital marketing firm, every few years I kind of hear this refrain that technology and the most recent technology is going to kill the website, right? And so there's this question, that you see blaring in clickbait articles, are websites dead? So we're seeing that again now. We're seeing that in the context of generative AI, right? Because we're moving into this world of zero click where generative AI is able to fully answer questions. And so people are really asking about, well, in this world, do actual websites have value? Think they definitely still do, but let's dig into that. My name is Erica Dickstein, and I'm with Spring Insight. And at Spring Insight, we love talking about generative AI optimization and websites. So here we are again, leading up this discussion. So, as I said, to me, there is no point in trying to be a part of generative AI optimization in putting forward and trying to be an answer if you do not have a website presence. And so your website is still absolutely important. First, your website is the source material. So, as you know, if you've listened to any of our material about generative AI optimization, about the effort to become the answer for these tools, what you know is that you have to put information out there in a particular way with particular schema or technology and structure and answering it in a particular way to be represented by Claude, GPT, Perplexity, or any of these AI assistants, right? And that's the goal. So for you to do that, though, you have to have the source, which is your website. So your website, if it didn't exist, or if it's not structured clearly, you can't be that source, right? AI will not draw from your expertise and your experience. So, in some ways, it's less about traffic and it's more about trainability. Your site teaches AI how to see your expertise. So, number two, the website still remains your home base for your own truth. It's the place that you fully control. You don't fully control anything that AI says about you. You don't fully control LinkedIn. You don't fully control any other place except for your website. So it holds the canonical, verifiable information that LLMs reference for authority. So that's where you provide it that information. But also, let's not forget that humans are also visiting your site, right? You're going to networking events, you're handing out your business card, you're talking to people, right? And so you're still sending people to learn more about your organization, or maybe they're even just looking at your email and going from there. Oh, I just met Mark. He's a great guy. Let me see what his website does, right? So people are still going to your website. So you need to, even just for humans, still have this trusted checkpoint where people will look you up and see who you are and whether or not you're somebody that they can trust and that they want to work for. So here's what I would say. I don't think that websites are dead, obviously. That's the point of this entire video. But I do think that the website's job description has changed. So its old role was, in addition to being this place that people went to who you sent there, right? It was to attract organic traffic through through SEO, search engine optimization. Now obviously SEO is not dead. It is still very much a valid source. But in addition to that, you're also validating credibility, you're signaling authority to both humans and to AI, and you're providing depth that short form content, such as what you would put on LinkedIn, is just not able to do. So the metrics of success for this website are shifting from visits to visibility and verifiability. So, and finally, I talked about this a bit, But let's talk about it a little bit more. The human experience is still what matters most about your website. Yes, you are using generative AI, you're optimizing the information on there, you're putting that information out there, et cetera, for to make it findable by these AI agents. But we still care more about the people who are visiting because we know that they're the ones that are going to make the decision. So generative AI optimization drives people to brands that they trust, and that trust is built by this website. So once someone visits your website, your experience on that site needs to reinforce that authority, that clarity, and that accessibility. So, good generative AI optimization work can get you discovered, right? But your website actually is what is going to convert people from visitors to clients. The risk of abandoning your site is real. So, I mean, not that you would do that. You're way too smart for that. But if somebody were to decide, hey, you know what? We're getting recommended by generative AI. We don't need to upkeep our site, or we don't need to keep our site there, right? Without a maintained, credible website, you actually are going to lose control of your narrative, and others will fill that void, right? They're going to come in and do the work that you're not doing. So you're then, by definition, now going to be shut out from that generative AI optimization traffic that you had received, and it will go to somebody else. So that's why I'm always so surprised when I see this question about websites are dead, because how can websites be dead when the websites are the information that actually create that authority that generative AI is displaying? So thank you so much for watching this video. If it's something that you enjoyed, I hope that you will like the video or comment on it. Feel free to ask any questions. And if you'd like to learn more about generative AI optimization, please feel free to go to our website. On our website, you can schedule a call as a consultation. You can also take our quiz. We now have a quiz that tests your organization's generative AI optimization readiness. So please go to our website and check that. Springinsight, SPRINGINSIGHT.com. Thank you so much.